It's a quick video on how to do this LED backlighting for under 10 bucks. So if you have a soldering iron and a little bit of skill, and preferably a 3D printer, you can do all this for under 10 bucks instead of paying, 40, 60 bucks for one of those packages that are floating around to do the same thing. So what you're seeing is there's a strip on the back of the monitor right now, and this is just set up to show how responsive it is and how easy it is to do. This is basically just sending MQTT message to the controller to change the color. Anything can do it, so this little Wi-Fi button will do the same thing effectively. It just changes it to red. But all this is made up of $9.43 worth of parts, given it's from China, so it's going to take a little while to get it. You can double that price if you're in a rush, but still, for 20 bucks for this setup is still pretty cheap. What it's made up of is, I'll show you an example over here. I just put this one on the 3D printer last night. It's a little 3D printed box to hold everything on it. This one also has the temperature sensor, so ignore that. But this is the power going out to the LEDs. You have the power going in from the wall wart box, and then inside that box is just a WS2812B D1. It's a really simple chip. They're like $3. You have basically a set of LEDs, which are a few bucks as well. And then you need some of these things. Ideally, that's the way the case is, so that the plug can plug in for power. The chip we were talking about, and then you need some kind of wall wart to actually power it. So you have something like this. Depending on how many LEDs, depends on how much wattage you need, how much amperage you need to be able to drive them. So that's it. All in all, it's like 5 parts, I think, total, plus the box that you need to print. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. The LED strips under $2, $3 with shipping. WeMos is a little over 2 with shipping. The power adapter for 2 amps, $3. And then these actually come in a 10-pack, so it's really not that expensive if you get 10 of them. And it takes about a half an hour to put it all together, not counting print time. I'll post up the 3 models. If anyone wants to print it, it basically just comes with a snap on top and some holes already pre-cut out for the different components. Really simple to print, probably takes about 2 hours to do it. And for software, I just use Cosmoda just because it's very simple to use and easy. You flash it and then you end up getting an interface like this on it. And you can see you can control it through this. It's just not very fine-grained control. There's a little console you can go in and type something in if you want. But ideally you set up something like MQTT and then you can control it from anything else, home automation stuff. And this firmware has a lot of different options for configuration. So it's pretty powerful and pretty easy to set up. That's why I did it. Just show you this back of the monitor really quick. This is a 30 LED strip on the back. The adhesive isn't great. I'll have to do something. You can see the little red box controller over here as well. Red is just what I had in the 3D printer. I didn't feel like changing the filament, but you get the idea. The power comes in from one side and LED strip comes out the other side. Very simple. You can pump these out for under 10 bucks, put them everywhere around your house. Like I have done 3 of them, one behind that monitor, one up in the 3D printer area to give it some light, and then one upstairs in kids' room. So there's no reason to spend 60 bucks for under 10 bucks. And if you want to wait 4 to 6 weeks for parts, you can have yourself your very own LED kind of controller on the cheap.